Super Bowl Super Browns. Yeah! Super Bowl Super Browns. Yeah!
That last one.
That was a whole family.
They're getting into it. I love
Where's that elementary school?
Brookside? Is that the one?
Is that it?
You're talking about the one that you made the promise to?
Is that the one I made the promise to?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to get that elementary school on the phone right now.
There you go, kids. A year late. Sorry.
It was the Raiders game they wanted me to guarantee. I got you what you wanted. I'm just a year late. I'm like any father. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? I got you what you wanted. Just
those kids are first graders now, and they're jaded.
No, don't be like that.
You.
There are people in the mentions, man. They are. Some of you guys. Can I just say this, guys? I'm going to talk to the people on the internet here. If you're watching us on YouTube, stay on YouTube. Keep watching us on YouTube. Keep listening to us in the car. You guys go to work today? Just breathe the air for a second, okay? Just breathe in the air. Look around you like that's real life. It's okay, guys. It's okay. I thought it was going to go horrific for him. Yeah, yesterday, I did, and everything that's. I mean, did you hear Joel Bitonio? Did you hear? I mean, Jerry Jeudy holding the pout session on Wednesday. I'm like, man, I'm nervous about this. I think things are going to go very badly. I was wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Nobody cares. Okay, Dennis 69 and Firecrotch 87 who are just mad. Shedeur Sanders looked pretty good. I'm so mad. I put my entire personality into fighting over Shedeur Sanders on the internet. I'm mad that these perfect strangers I've never met on the internet are right. They like Shedeur Sanders, and they ended up being right, at least in this game. You've lost the focus, man. You've lost the focus. You've lost it. It's more important that they do well and they win. It's much more important. Everybody's happy. I've never been happier to be wrong than I am right now. I'm already worried about next week. We'll talk about next week when we get to next week. But I've never been happier to be wrong. And you guys are already insufferable. Well, okay. Well, I can't help it. You've taken the fandom and just turned it into hating Shedeur Sanders because he has a big fan base that everybody loves. That everybody loves Shedeur Sanders in. Guys, I can't help that. Okay, if he stays and he plays well. And he ends up being the quarterback for this team, I guess you're just going to have to get used to it because Shedeur Sanders is going to make me not be a Browns fan anymore, even if I didn't like the guy. Like, I can't imagine it. How many other players have come in here and sucked up the room and you've stayed committed to staying a Browns fan? So if Shedeur ends up being good, you're all, I'm not a Browns fan anymore. Like, come on. They won. They can't be that bad. The defense is too expensive. They're 3-8. They can't be that bad. You have guys who are arguable Hall of Famers on that football team. Even a guy who, if they would have made the playoffs more, should be a Hall of Famer, and Joel Bitonio. Like, they can't be that bad. Yeah, you can win a game, guys, and he can look good doing it. And by the way, proper perspective. Yeah, I know the QBR is bad, and the interception was bad. And honestly, I didn't see much conducting of an offense. My bar isn't that high. My bar isn't that high.
Well, when you
kept his eyes down the field.
When you say that, you didn't see much conducting of the offense.
Well, there was a bunch of 3-and-outs. I thought that they put themselves behind the sticks a little bit too much. I think that they did what they can to try to keep him in front of the sticks.
Part of it is they couldn't run the football.
And they could not run the football.
So exactly. How many times, again, was Judkins, was he touched behind the line of scrimmage?
Too many.
And then next thing you know...
But when you ask him to throw only 20 times in a football game... Like, you're still trying to get him used to it. Again, like, people are just going to go off the rails on everything, so this is a weird day today. When you're only asking him to throw 20 times, I mean, how many did he throw in the first half? What was he in the first half? I think he was, let me get it on. I knew I wrote it. 7 of 11. He only threw a ball 11 times in the first half. 7 of 11 in the first half. You had the one big bomb, everything else, a little bit quick, quick outs, tunnel screens, things like that. A lot of things like that. Guys, that's okay. It's his first time out. He had, basically no practice. Like, my bar isn't that high. It really isn't. Can we just relax for a second and get off the internet and understand that our favorite football team won and that he looked good? I'm not setting the draft card on fire for next year. He's got to prove that over the next 6 to 7 games. He's got to be able to prove that to me. And hopefully he gets the chance, because if he doesn't get the chance, I might just have a conniption and die right here in front of everybody. But hopefully he gets that chance. But the people who are, you can't believe you guys are leading off the Super Bowl, Super Browns, it's like, you guys got to relax. It's the holiday season now, guys. You guys got to have a smile on your face.
But to me, though, Shedeur
It's pro football. This is the Browns.
He's a blank slate. Why would anybody come in, fired up to be mad about him at all?
Because it's a world now where I think a lot of us, if we don't think the Browns are going to be very good, or we don't think our favorite football teams are going to be very good, we are more focused on our own theory. And when we don't get our way on our theory, we get very upset about that. And guys, I don't like being wrong, except when my teams do well. I will be called wrong all morning, and I don't care about being called wrong all morning. And I said it on Friday, and I had a bunch of people who were just sad bastards all day on Friday night. I'm going, yeah, I want them to win. I want to have a win. Sue me for wanting to have a win. I can't believe you're going to say it's a playoff atmosphere. This is pathetic. And in the grand scheme of things, a little bit, yeah, it is. That's where we're at right now. I want to have one moment of excitement before the rest of the season just washes over me, because everything else is just absolutely forgettable and some long slog to the end of the season. It's professional sports. Can I not smile for one moment? Can I not smile that Myles Garrett set the single season record in the franchise and for himself? Can I not smile that the defense had 10 sacks? Can I not smile that Mason Graham completely bowled over everybody on the defensive line? Can I not smile that Myles Garrett was playing Mike linebacker 3 times on Sunday? Can I not smile about that?
Well,
Can I not smile about them being able to actually have a deep threat? I mean, my God.
I guess I got to ask, who are you arguing with?
It seems to be everybody here. And maybe I'm getting worked into a shoot over the internet myself. Maybe I need to touch a little grass.
I just want to make sure this isn't a giant straw man, because
it's not. Go and look.
Everybody in my life was having fun yesterday.
I'm being called pathetic by a certain corner here. Go look at what happened on Friday. Go look. I'll show you during the break. Everybody you know had fun yesterday. A lot of people I know had fun. And then I open up the computer and go, what world am I living in here? That can't be the majority. It's the internet. You're right. I'm wrong.
Most of my friends were kind of like me. They came into that game yesterday thinking the worst. Okay, and then, hey, he actually completed a down the field pass. The Bond play looked like a normal NFL quarterback. We finally had. I see all these other teams. Drake May gets to do it. Daniel Jones all year had been doing that. Like, it was nice that it was our turn. It was our turn to actually hit a vertical play. The heavens opened up. It actually happened. Do we think that this means that the Browns found their starting quarterback in the future? No, but hopefully the rest of the year.
It ended up being good because the Raiders tried to do what the Ravens did last Sunday, and it ended up being better because that's not Nate Wiggins and that's not Kyle Hamilton back there. That you can't. I mean, Isaiah Bond has a lot of speed and can run past your guys. They're not a good football team. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to try to build off of that. Yeah, the interception he threw was terrible. Okay, they were able to come away with just 3, and they were able to bounce back, and they were able to score. I mean, guys, all the people who want to be right about Shedeur Sanders sucking up the room, sorry, guys, you're going to have to hope next week, because it wasn't this week. He didn't suck. He looked good at times. But my bar is not high. I mean, I had zero hope with the last guy. Zero hope. This, I get a little bit of hope. And that might last until the first quarter on Sunday. I don't know. I'm going to take it and wobble with it and as much as I possibly can. 216-474-0092. You get to Marty in University Heights. You're next up on the Fan. Hello, Marty.
Hello, hey.
Marty. Marty's away from the phone. Marty.
He fell in a well.
You okay? Did he drop the phone? All right, Marty, I'm sorry. You're going to have to try again. Mike in East Cleveland. Hello, Mike.
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
See, Mike was ready to go. Mike, let it ride. Go ahead.
Hey, man, I feel like Browns fans versus Shedeur fans, it's like the meme from The Office. Let's just all lower our weapons. Let's all take a breath. That one caller, Tony, he was so angry. Like, bro, you finna go to work. Let's chill.
You talk about Todd and Akron.
He was angry.
He was mad. He was a mad person.
Tony. Todd, let's all just chill on both sides. Because I'm black and a Browns fan, and I see that's where the divide is because the allegations aside, it was the same for Deshaun Watson, and it was kind of like that for Baker. So let's just all chill because all I want is a quarterback. Now, to Shedeur, he played like a rookie quarterback making his first start. He was good. There was some bad. The interception when he checked into that run play that lost 2 yards. But that's all to be expected from a rookie, right? So other than that, he played well. He should be the starter. We should go forward with him. Agreed. I don't see no reason. They drafted Dylan Gabriel to be the backup. That's what they told me. That's what they told us. They said he's the career backup. He could be a coach. Let him play backup. I don't even really want him to play backup. You know who I want to be the backup? The guy that's been mentoring Shedeur. Number 4. He's worth the money just to be the vet to Shedeur.
The QB coach, Deshaun Watson?
That was
No, listen, hear me out. They are so much alike other than stuff. But I mean, they're both young. Huh?
Other than their proclivities.
Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yeah. Stop it, Lima. You're a slippery wizard. They're young, they're hip, they're culturally relevant, and they speak the same language. They play the same. They both are better off script, off of the Kevin Stefanski offense. I think that's a great mentor for him on the field, and we see it starting to percolate. Shedeur is going to be fine, but really, everybody else, let's just all relax. That's it.
All right, Mike, thank you very much for the call. It was a great call.
How about that road win? Offense wasn't perfect. How about that big play by Sam at the end? Hell yeah! Huge play. Harold making a big play, and then another rookie making his first start. Nice job, Shedeur. Well done. I got one ball in my hand. Okay, I got a guy, 3 sacks, which gives him 18 on the season through 11 games, which breaks his own Browns record. Myles Garrett. Come on, man. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow. Hey, I'll see you Wednesday!
That's Kevin Stefanski in the postgame. Browns win yesterday, 24-10, in case you didn't know. We got Lima Likes at 7:45. It's going to be a fun one. Also, Daryl Ryder going to join us at 8:20 this morning. So, are people mad that Shedeur didn't get a game ball?
I've definitely seen that online. So I kind of asked you last segment, like, where are you getting all this criticism for Shedeur? From Browns fans. Like, I get if you're not a Browns fan and you're like, oh my God, this Shedeur thing, whatever. But I am seeing online, I'm seeing various, Shannon Sharp, did he go after?
Oh, Shannon was upset. Yes. Shannon was upset.
To me, this was more of a cumulative game ball for the games that Miles went hog wild, feasting on quarterbacks, and they didn't win. So you don't get game balls when you don't win. That, to me, was what that was all about, right? Like, I'm thinking of the New England game, Baltimore.
Well, yeah, you've seen him hand out like 30 game balls after wins.
I got to tell you, I got a little bit of an issue with it, and I'll tell you why after we do hear Shannon Sharp on the Nightcap podcast with him and Chad Ochocinco Johnson.
So hold on. A guy making his first start. A guy that you didn't really want to start. A guy that you didn't even want in your organization.
Right.
And that's all he get.
Well,
he don't get no game ball?
Nah, he don't get no game ball, Unc. That wasn't his pick. That's not what they want. They don't want him to succeed. You know that. And no disrespect. The owner told you yourself. Even the head coach. The head coach's guy is Dylan Gabriel. We all understand that. Didn't Shedeur make history tonight?
Yes.
First Browns quarterback as a rookie to start and win after what? Since what?
17. I mean, you got to think about it, Ocho. They've had 42 starting quarterbacks since 1999.
Right.
No quarterback making his first start.
Yeah.
The last 17 have said they didn't get it done.
I mean,
that ain't worth the game ball, Ocho.
Now, usually, I would go, come on. You're looking for too much. You did give Deshaun a game ball. And Deshaun had 22 of 34 for 186, no touchdowns, no interceptions against the Jags.
Which I thought was a joke. Which I called it out after the game.
There you go. That's the thing, is you gave a guy a game ball. Well, what's the difference? You got this guy. It's his first start. See, people are gonna. You've set a precedent for everything you do get criticized for. You know that.
Yeah.
So there is a precedent here. So I'm going, well,
Well,
if you only had one game ball, I didn't know you only had one game ball. You've given out multiple game balls before. Now all of a sudden you only got one. Okay.
Yeah, because what in Detroit seems like when they win, it's 20 guys that get.
You all get a game ball.
Yeah, but he said I only have one. I only have one. What am I going to do?
He gave it to which Miles is great. He set the franchise record. He set his own record. Looks like he's on his way to maybe setting the NFL record. So it's a worthy game ball. And if you were going to give it to somebody, if you had one game ball, he would be the most deserving one. So that's it. So there was only one game ball. I don't want to fan the Flames too much on it, because they won. But again, you got to ask the part of it. Going well.
It is kind of crazy for Shannon Sharpe. I mean, they don't want him in that organization. Well, they drafted him, so funny way of showing it. They did give him the opportunity.
Well, this is
the other thing. Like, they don't want him to succeed. Can we just stop saying that?
They want him to succeed.
You just stop saying that. You sound ridiculous.
If they didn't want him to succeed, they wouldn't have done what they did yesterday.
He would not play.
It's not he wouldn't play, but also. Guys, I mean, I know that we want to talk about vast conspiracies and the reason why he might have fell or whatever, and that's part of the reason that they didn't even want to give him a chance. I thought it was a tremendous game plan. I thought that the coaching staff did well. I give him his credit. I thought he did a lot.
Do you think they took care of him?
I thought so, yes.
So
do you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
So where is this? They don't want him to succeed. It's just silly.
Well, you and I are here.
It's just so damn silly.
But that's the difference between you and I being here and then seeing others, which they would turn around and go, no. You only see this. You don't see the others. But I go, no, you're just jumping into this. The Browns have done a great job of having the very best of intentions and then still ruining people because it's still the Browns. It's not that they don't want him to be successful. It's that in the past, quarterbacks haven't been set up for success. And I've seen bad DTR against Baltimore. You immediately go through. It's like what Brian told us. When you go into a game as a backup or when you have to start a game as a backup out of nowhere, it's like, hey, go through the playbook. Comfortable with this, comfortable with this, comfortable with this, not this, not this, not this. Mark these off, cross them out. We're not running that, and let's see if we can get through it. And I think what they did with Shedeur, let's make him as comfortable as possible. And I thought the game plan was perfectly fine and ready to go, and I was very, very happy about it.
Well, and none of these guys, they never apologize after. Like, did Cam Newton apologize for being wrong on 7 levels when it came to their relationship and acted like they were basically ignoring Shedeur all season, and then it came out. And maybe, by the way, Brown's messaging could have been better, and maybe Shedeur could have been better in maybe explaining some of the things and detailing some of the things that they were doing, because the fanning of the Flames. I mean, come on, we could have explained this a little bit better, but they're not going to apologize after the fact. So to continue this messaging that the Browns are playing him against their will or whatever, come on, this is just. No. They wanted to redshirt him this year. They didn't think that it would be the best for his maturation. And look, let's see if they go out against San Francisco and it looks like the second half against Baltimore, then I think you guys would understand the redshirting stuff this year.
Well, if you really only had one game ball to give, if you really only had one, maybe it's because you were on the road and you only had one game ball to give. You gave it to the right guy. You did give it to the right guy.
Yeah, should they not have given a game ball to Myles Garrett, the guy who got robbed of game balls against New England, against Baltimore, where he combined for 9 sacks in those 2 games and didn't get any love? Are you looking Myles Garrett in the face and saying you didn't play well enough to get a game ball? Is that what we're saying?
But you've still set a weird precedent because of what I just mentioned in the past, which is still something that follows them. Which, by the way, what do you say about him being on the sidelines and showing Shedeur what's what?
That was the most engaged.
On the Microsoft Touch, on the Surface, or whatever they call those things.
That was by far the most engaged I have seen Deshaun Watson on a sideline.
I was really impressed. I was impressed to see him flipping through the cuts and in the still shots and things like that. I came away really impressed. I got to tell you. Go ahead on. We have Kevin on Watson being around the team. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Deshaun's been, with us every step of the way this season. He's done a great job in the meeting room, being that veteran that can impart some of the experiences that he's had throughout his career. America, I think, is really invaluable. So it's good to have him out there.
I got to look at this and say, I've been pretty on the record about I'm waiting for the divorce because I think that lets a lot of fans move on and hopefully to something brighter for the Browns. I do think we're in a bad spot with hardcore Browns fans, And I think that a lot of the Browns fans are looking at going, where's the winning, instead of just, hey, look over here. And I think that him no longer being here once it's over, that will help move things along. I'm on record about that. However, if I look at it just with the football, and I could sit there and go, well, there's legalities and contracts and things like that. No, I mean, if he's not has to be there, he does not have to be there. And he looks like he's doing what a good teammate should do. He looks like what he's doing, what a good teammate would do with a young quarterback. And I mean, he could sit there if he wanted to and say, this guy isn't good enough to do this. I'm much better to do this. I mean, he could have his head in the clouds all he wanted to. He came there. Clearly, Shedeur trusts him. Clearly, the other guys in the quarterback room trust him. And he stood there, and he didn't have to be seen on the sidelines showing him how to go through some of this stuff. And if it helped him, fantastic. I assume it did. And I thought that was a really good thing. And I'm really impressed by that. I'm really impressed because I thought it would be never seen of, never heard of really again. I don't know what they're going to do here over the next couple of weeks with him. And Mary Kay says he'll be on the roster next year. He may very well be the most expensive bridge quarterback that we've ever seen in the NFL.
Yeah, is this his role? Is he going to start maybe thinking about a coaching career?
Well, no, but you think about what the game does. You think about what the game does. It does have, there is a level of understanding there that it will incubate you. And so if he stays with the game, yeah, I mean, people can move on. What has ever happened alleged before, people can move on with him. And I think for him, it's important. It's important for him to be seen helping out his teammates, hearing about him helping out his teammates, because, after this, after they do eventually move on, whether it be in this summer or the summer after or whenever, it's important for him to go, where's my next step? Am I going to be picked up by another team? What can I offer another team? And whether it be as a starter, a top-end starter, or whether it be as a backup, these are things that are important. And so, yeah, that was an important thing for him personally, but honestly, as a football team, like he could have just sat out there and just went, yeah, good luck to you, buddy. I went through it myself. No, he helped him out, and I give him credit for that. 216-474-0092. Kevin in Cleveland, hello.
Celebrate good times. Come on. There's a party going on right now at 93 FM. So pick your cell phones up and dial this number, 474-0092. Hey, man. That interception yesterday, I've seen that defensive play before. It happened in 2016 when Cardell Jones was playing quarterback for Ohio State. And they were going to Amari Cooper, Alabama was. And the big defensive back stepped back, took the ball, took it all the way in for a touchdown. So I don't know if you remember that. That was very familiar. Congratulations. Good show this morning. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Kevin, thank you very much for the call.
How are things over at 92.3? Are they having fun too?
Maybe in 2014.
I'm sure 93 they're having fun also.
No, I gave him credit for doing it. It wasn't even coming in hot, so he got the numbers mixed up.
Yeah, let's keep that in mind. It's not even coming in hot, guys.
Yeah.
So maybe save the coming in hot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
94 is doing good. 95, 96.
I didn't know we had master thespians on there, and they're supposed to hit their marks here. This isn't, I mean, we're in Playoff Square, but it's not Playoff Square. Chuck in Cleveland. Hello, Chuck.
Hey, hold my cup.
Chuck.
Yo. Hey. What's up, guys? How we doing, man?
We're doing well, Chuck. Chuck, who are you telling to hold your cup? What are you drinking?
It's just a joke with me and the guys at work. So you don't want to hear it on the air.
That's fine.
So let me say this, man. Happy we got the win. Myles Garrett is not only the best defensive player in football, arguably he's the best player in football today, the best all-around football player. Who's better? I mean, it's a quarterback award. That dude should get the MVP this year. Now, I do want to say this. My wife was just saying, this guy goes up here, smiles, and it dawned on me, through all the adversity he's faced, 3 things happened to him this year. I mean, this dude's been robbed, right? He had the fall, and maybe the worst is the call. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying if we can power rank those 3.
What's the last one?
The what?
The fall in the draft.
Okay,
right?
and he got robbed.
House got robbed.
Uh-huh. And then what's the other one?
And then he got the call. The call is terrible. On draft day, the prank call.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Now let's power rank.
What about the speeding tickets?
Number one, Chuck. It has to be getting robbed. Number one's getting robbed.
With a bullet.
Did they find those guys?
No, I don't know if they use bullets.
No. Usually I say number one with a bullet, but no. All right, number one's getting robbed. Number two, the fall. Because the fall's real. Number three, we hear about goofballs all the time, pranking people.
Yeah.
That's why. Did you notice the Browns FaceTime now?
Oh.
They FaceTime.
Yeah, it makes sense,
So they
right?
make sure
Got
it's
technology.
like, you know who this is, which eventually I'm sure AI will mess that up, and they're going to...
Look for the Sora bug in the corner.
Yeah, look for the Sora logo up in the corner.
Wait a second. What about...
That's how that goes.
What about
there,
a Browns quarterback?
Lima said months ago that the call, I think the call was worse. That was an epic... That was pretty... That hurt the soul.
Yeah, but it's still like there's goofballs, Chuck, like now since we power rank, we're up against it, and thank you very much for the call.
Hold my cup, Chuck.
Okay. The call isn't as bad as the fall, because the fall is what the NFL really thought of them. Yeah, any idiot can call up and prank somebody.
Very humbling. Yeah, a lot of that. But just getting a speeding ticket as a Browns quarterback.
What do you mean?
I mean,
the
if ever
first one's bad.
If ever there was somebody that would get a pass, it would be a Browns quarterback. The Browns, you're as
on 71.
You're as famous as can possibly be in this town.
I kind of agree with Anthony.
Like, that is pathetic.
If you're the quarterback at Cleveland Browns,
it's 71. They're not letting anybody speed on 71.
I know quite a lot of people who have been let go.
I can't talk about it on air, but I have a personal family member in the same exact area got a warning.
Well, congratulations on all their success.
Did he have to play well first? Did he have to actually win a game? Like now, if it happened, are they letting him go? Do you earn that?
I am not going to speculate on what our boys in blue are going to let people get away with, depending on how good they are in Cleveland.
Don't recklessly speculate.
Don't recklessly speculate.
Don't recklessly operate.
Or speculate.
There's some famous stories about a certain Cavalier point guard back in the day.
You don't need to make him more famous on the air. You don't need to make him more famous. Please recklessly speculate.
Reckless speculation.
Daryl at 8:20. Coming up next, what do you got for Lyman Likes?
Some interesting things going forward as we turn the page into what they call Michigan Week.